What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Movies with Vasquez. In this video, we're going to be reviewing the 4K copy of SISU and finding out if it's worth buying or just watching on stream. Welcome, everybody. In this video, we're going to get right to it. I would recommend streaming this movie, and I'm going to be doing a review with spoilers at the end. I'll let you guys know when the spoilers will begin. So if you want to stick around for that part, you'll be warned before I start putting in spoilers. But if you're just here for the video quality, audio quality, and rewatchability, there will be no spoilers involved, so no worries on that. For the video quality, it has been shot digitally, so the details in the video look very crispy. You could see all the pores in the characters' faces, the dirt on the close-ups, the little details on the costumes. The darks look very dark, and the video quality is very great. I would give the video quality a 9 out of 10. As for audio, I don't think it's going to wow you in the audio department. It is a 5.1 mix. The only problem I had with the audio mix is that it kind of left me wanting more, whereas other military movies like Fury have a better audio mix. I didn't feel like it really had that oomph for an action movie, so I'm going to give the audio an 8 out of 10. As far as rewatchability, I don't really think this movie has much rewatchability to it, and that's really how I grade my collection. I want a movie that you're going to be rewatching over and over, and it's not just going to take up space and dust on a shelf. So as for rewatchability, I would recommend streaming this movie and finding out if you like it that way before you buy it on 4K. As far as my collection goes, I don't want to just buy movies just to say I have it in my collection. I want to buy movies that I want to pick up off the shelf and rewatch over and over in the years to come, instead of building up a collection that just needs excessive amounts of room and shelves to be stored in my house, taking up lots of space. And that's really why I created this channel, to give you guys my opinion. And of course, you guys could have a different opinion on the movie, and that's totally fine. We could share our thoughts in the comments below. But now this section's gonna be going into the review of the movie, so spoiler alert. If you want to click out of the video, now is your time to do so. If you've watched the movie and want to see what I think about the movie, go ahead and stick around and watch the remainder of the video. You've been warned. Okay guys, so with this movie, I went into it with a blind buy. I usually don't do that with movies, but I didn't watch any trailers or reviews. I like going into movies blindly, and usually I do it when they're in theaters, but by the time I got the chance to go to theaters, it was already out in DVD, so I didn't get a chance to watch it in theaters. So I bought it at Best Buy, and this is my review and what I thought about the movie. Now, SISU is a movie that doesn't really have any character build, and I think that's its flaw. It does have creative kills, creative action scenes, and it goes straight to the point. But I think that's where the flaws start. You don't really get connected to the main character or find anything to cheer him on for. He's really just focused on getting gold that the Nazis took from him, and that's really the point of the story. He doesn't really care about other human lives. It's more of a side mission to his primary goal of getting his gold back from the Nazis that took it from him in the first place. He doesn't really show emotion when he loses his dog or his horse. And I think that really is a flaw in the character buildup. Even John Wick had character buildup. You find out what his motive is behind his attacks. And in SISU, you don't really get that connection to the character. Even in Inglourious Basterds, there's a bigger task to the movie. And I don't think gold is a primary goal to someone to choose it over their own lives. As a military veteran, I could look past the situations he was in that don't really seem accurate to real world situations. For example, a 50 caliber bullet fired from the top of the tank is gonna pierce through a person, regardless if you're using them as a shield or not. So I could look past these things, but what I couldn't do is find any attachment to the character to the point where whenever he was in danger, I didn't really feel like his life was at risk. In the movie John Wick, there is a moment where his life is at risk and you feel an attachment to the character to the point where you feel worried for him to whether he's going to survive or not. Same in the movie Matrix. There's a moment when Trinity's life is at risk and Neo's flying, trying to get to her to save her life, and you actually feel like one of the main characters' life is at risk. In no time in SISU did I feel like any of these characters' life were actually at risk. And usually the only people dying were the Nazis. So you don't really get an anticipation that someone's gonna die in this movie that isn't supposed to die. And that's where I think the movie falls short. Sure, it has its action scenes, its wow moments, and it's a good first watch, but it's not a movie that I'm gonna pick up on the regular basis to watch over and over, if I pick it up at all. And that's going to be my review, guys. A lot of people don't do these kind of reviews where they tell you their opinion on the movie, if it's worth purchasing or just streaming. A lot of people just tell you the audio and video mix, and I think that does it an injustice for people that want to either save money, don't have the funds to buy every single release, or want to put their money into a movie that's worth watching and keeping in their collection. So hopefully my review helped you make your decision on whether to buy or save money for a different purchase on this release. And make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be coming up with way more videos. See you on the next one.